takeaways from Jake Branning's performance?
I thought he did really well. I thought the offensive guys rallied behind him pretty. They were doing their best to help him in a lot of situations. But I thought, he took every play. A lot of 7-on-7 reps, a lot of one-on-ones. So, but I thought he did well.
How many throws did he have?
Excuse me?
How many throws did he have?
I don't know exactly.
Where have you seen him grow in his time since coming here with his time on the practice squad?
He's a pretty confident kid. So there was in one of the periods, and there was a break between one period to the next period, and I was walking over the huddle, and he said, "Don't cut any reps." So he wanted to get them all. He's got a little bit of confidence, I think.
Mike, when you have so few quarterbacks for practice this week, how do you manage workloads? They're not doing too much with their arm and all that.
Yeah, well, as you probably saw, we've got Andrew Janoko and Clint making some throws, so we'll be all right.
How many quarterbacks do you expect to have for practice today?
I don't know yet.
What Case Cookus, what does he kind of potentially bring to you guys?
I don't know. We'll just see what happens when they sign. Good.
Can you talk?
We can make this quick if you want.
Just
I was watching film just about 2 minutes ago. Bob said I had to come down here.
Can you just talk about how tough it is, BC Johnson, tearing his ACL and all
Yeah, BC's a good kid, works real hard, knows all the positions. It was a non-contact injury. Just went to make a cut, and so we'll miss him, but he'll come back. He's a strong-minded, tough person.
Mike, obviously the vaccination there's strong opinions and emotions on both sides. How do you prevent that becoming an issue in a locker room?
Well, I've talked to the team about it, about some of the things going on. Our guys have been pretty good about it, really. I'm probably the most vocal one of all of them, but I just feel like we're gonna have guys miss games. Just there's so many cases that are going on right now that we're gonna have some guys miss games, and we got to be prepared for it.
Is it harder? Last year, if you had guys miss, there was some sympathy to it. Now there's frustration because that's under their control.
Yeah, I would say that's exactly right because I think going through all the things that you had to do last year, masks and protocol and travel, and you can't leave for a day, you can't go out see your family, all the things. You can't go to dinner when you're on the road. You got to wear masks on the plane, all that stuff. That it was just difficult, and I just don't understand. I that. I think we could put this thing to bed if we'd all do this, but it is what it is.
Mike, I don't mean to put you in the doctor's spot, but if you go to the trailer and get tested and a half hour later they tell you if you do or don't have it, why couldn't the player do that and be good or not good in practice if you get tested that easy?
Say one more time, Mike.
You can go to the trailer there and you can get tested in a half hour they'll tell you if you're positive. Why can't they use that for players every day if they're that quick with it, decide whether or not they
Well, the players that are not vaccinated, they do that every day. I can say that, right? Yeah, they do that every day. Every day they test.
But it doesn't necessarily qualify them to be able to practice because it's all close contact and all that stuff.
Well, it could be close contact, yeah, and they have to sit outside for 30 minutes and wait for the test results. So that's why if you come in the morning, you'll see some guys sitting out there, and so they got to come in earlier because they can't be late for meetings. If they're late for meetings, they get fined. It's the same old story.
Does it put your mind at ease at all, knowing that every other team is dealing with comparable issues?
No, I really don't care about other teams, to be honest with you. I just the things that we have to deal with. I'm sure there's teams that are better situated than we are.
Do you have any general idea of the quarterbacks on the COVID-19 list, how long they'll be out of practice?
No.
I think last week you said you didn't feel like you needed to speak your mind to any individual player, but you told the team you really clear your stance. Does that change at all now after Saturday night? You feel like
Yeah, I talked to the team about it, and like I said before, there's quite a few guys that just against them. So I'm I'm not going to be able to change their mind. So it's like half the country, I guess.
Do you think Saturday will change people's mind, or what happened on Saturday will have an impact on people deciding to get vaccinated?
Well, every day, one or two guys, not every day, but every once in a while, one player will come in or two players will come in and say, I want to get vaccinated. So hopefully, that continues on. But I know there's some that won't do it.
Mike, you mentioned briefly on Saturday night that maybe you might quarantine the quarterback going forward. Is that still something you might?
Well, we're talking about it. I don't think we need to right now, but as we get in the season, we may do something like that. It really will depend on. If Jake is on the team, then we always got him for the most part. It just depends on how many guys are vaccinated. If you got 3 out of 4 unvaccinated in the room.
Like you mentioned, you're gonna have guys miss games. If you don't have your quarterback or a star player, and you lose a game, what's gonna be your thoughts on that?
I probably won't be happy we lost the game first, and then I probably won't be happy that we could have prevented this. But like I said, these guys, some of them just won't do it. And I shouldn't say it, but some of the things they read are just out there.
Is it misinformation when you talk to guys? Is it?
It's their belief, so I don't know if it's missing. It's their belief. So whatever they've heard or read or been told, not from, or maybe they don't believe what Dr. Sills and the NFL is telling them either. I don't know. So.
Do you feel like this impacts the leadership in the locker room with certain players who are not vaccinated?
I don't think so. I think maybe, if some leaders miss games because of it and we end up losing games because of it, I think that might. Guys that are leaders of your team and they don't play because we lose the game, that might. I don't know.
So
Hopefully we don't have to find that out.
if you sign a player who's cut from another team, is vaccinated or not vaccinated behind the list before you decide whether you want that person?
Well, it's important they're available. That's the only thing I can say about that. They have to be available. And like the quarterbacks that we tried out, they have to be available too. Best way to say it right now.
Pretty good.
Thanks.
Did you plan on using Delvin in the Wildcat on Saturday? Or
Yes,
was that
I
just
told them I had to line up that way a few times because hey, maybe this happens during the year.